Hello fans, I am back with another amazing video. So far we have been talking about the best friendships and moments in football history, but this time let me introduce you to the darker side of football. Besides friendships, there is a lot going on in the clubs that you might not be familiar with. The oldest and the classic rivalry between Manchester City and Liverpool has defined English football, as both clubs competing to be the best in domestic football as well as achieve European glory. Liverpool and Manchester became dominant clubs in the Premier clubs over the past decade. Led and coached by managers Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp, both clubs have achieved a number of successful feats and lifted many titles. Their clashes have shaped seasons and captivated audiences all across the world, which has established a rivalry between Manchester City and Liverpool as one that is compelling and interesting. Below are listed some of the key moments that cemented their rivalry forever. If you are a fan of either of the clubs, you will have a blast listening to this video. So let's start. April 2014. The first modern classic. While Liverpool and City were not ever friendly with each other, their rivalry cemented in the 2013 to 2014 season. This was when Brendan Rodgers' team challenged their Northwest opponents, as they suddenly became contenders for the title. The clash at Anfield turned out to be a pivotal moment that laid the foundation for their decade-long rivalry. An electric atmosphere was created by fans of Liverpool as they greeted their favorites. Liverpool had a winning streak of 9 games, which was looking to become a streak of 10. However, their 2-0 lead was surrendered in 5 minutes. Then came Philippe Coutinho's goal, which reignited hope in the fans of the club that perhaps for the first time in 24 years, they might be winning the title. However, Steven Gerrard's infamous slip against Chelsea weeks later, as well as a 3-3 draw at Crystal Palace, would lead Manchester City to win the title. July 2015, Sterling switches sides. The rivalry flourished even more when in 2015 Raheem Sterling of Liverpool was signed on by Manchester City for £49 million. This ended months of speculation. Sterling was Liverpool's best young player, so Manchester City was desperate to sign him. Sterling had also caused controversy when he gave an unauthorized interview to BBC where he told why he had not signed with Merseyside. He said that his motivation for signing with Manchester City was not money, but rather his passion for winning trophies. This did prove true as Raheem Sterling went on to win a couple of trophies, including 4 Premier League ones, 2 of which were against Liverpool. November 2015. Klopp makes his mark in Manchester. Jurgen Klopp had only been coaching Liverpool for a month during the 2014-15 season. However, this did not stop him from building something extraordinary on Merseyside during the initial match with Manchester City. Manchester City was left stunned as Liverpool opened their onslaught of attacks with a remarkable 3-0 lead. Eliaquim Mangala made a goal earlier in the match, which was assisted by strikes from Roberto Firmino and Coutinho. This made the game all the more compelling for the fans of the Reds. Sergio Aguero gave a good enough response before halftime. However, this was unsuccessful as Liverpool continued to lead and won through Martin Skriniar, an unprecedented rout. This victory of Liverpool against Manchester City caused the latter's promising start to the season to become irrelevant as they eventually finished behind Leicester City, who were surprisingly champions. While Liverpool experienced an inconsistent season, the important win against City served as a marker. This proved to their neighbors that Liverpool was a formidable force under Klopp's leadership. January 2018. Rampant Reds end City's unbeaten run. Guardiola wanted to have a second season to perfectly tune City. Their dominance was unmatched as they maintained a streak of 20 victories from the first 22 Premier League games. It looked like Manchester City would remain undefeated in the season, which was a feat not achieved since Arsenal. However, this did not prove to be the case as Liverpool emerged and defeated City in a thrilling 4-3 victory at Anfield. It looked like they had avenged an earlier 5-0 loss. Eventually, Manchester City bounced back from this defeat. However, it proved that Liverpool won't let City have easy victories in the future. Guardiola had now found a challenging counterpart. January 2019. Stones 11mm clearance. Manchester City and Liverpool engaged in an intense Premier League title battle in the 2018-19 season. With 98 points, City won the match just 1 point higher than Liverpool's 97. That season, Liverpool only suffered 1 loss, which was a 2-1 defeat to City. The most memorable moment of that game was when John Stones heroically cleared the ball, preventing it from passing the goal line by the narrowest of margins 11mm. Even though the game would have ended differently if the ball had been in, City ultimately won. It clearly shows how closely the two teams were competing. The England national squad was also affected by the fierce competition. Raheem Sterling and Joe Gomez were at odds after Liverpool defeated City 3-1. In the canteen, they got into a fight where Sterling shoved Gomez, giving him a tiny cut on his face. Sterling was sent home by England's coach, Gareth Southgate, and was not included in the following 2 games. This incident showed how team rivalry and hostility can impact international football beyond the pitch. The tournament was quite dramatic overall, with little incidents like the goal line clearing and off-field arguments adding to the suspense. April 2022, an epic title decider. Liverpool and Manchester City were competing for the championship again in April 2022. At the Etihad Stadium, they played an extremely important match that led to an entertaining 2-2 tie. In the end, City defeated Aston Villa to win the championship. There was mutual respect between Klopp and Guardiola, the managers, and the game at the Etihad showcased the best of the Premier League. There were many who believed that the pleasant atmosphere might be weakening the strong competitiveness. However, things started to take a wrong turn in October 2022, when Klopp said in a news conference before an Anfield match that they and 2 other clubs were able to spend as much as they wanted because of financial support from Abu Dhabi. It shocked City. Although Klopp denied it, City believed his remarks to be on the verge of xenophobia. The actual match was dramatic. Salah's late goal gave Liverpool a 1-0 victory. When the City bus was leaving Anfield, there were coins thrown at Guardiola. A few City supporters also misbehaved, destroying walls and chanting songs that made fun of tragic incidents like Heysel and Hillsborough. This incident totally changed the atmosphere, and the bond of mutual respect turned into a rivalry. April 2023, City rout their rivals en route to the treble. Liverpool had a bit of bad luck this season, finishing 6th and losing eliminated from the Champions League. Manchester City, on the other hand, was succeeding admirably and aiming to win 3 major championships. When Liverpool and City played in the league, Salah's goal gave Liverpool a quick advantage. But even without top scorer Erling Haaland, City seized their chance and won 4-1, thanks to outstanding performances from Stones and Grealish. In this match, City outplayed Liverpool and once again showed their dominance in the rivalry, and they easily defeated Liverpool. That's all for today, folks. In football, there is always drama, extreme feelings, and multiple perspectives. One league can never be on the same page as others. The same is the case with Manchester City and Liverpool. We hope you enjoyed this exciting discussion over the heated rivalry between Manchester City and Liverpool. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe. Meet you all next week with another amazing video. Take care and happy weekend.